Hello everybody, welcome to House. I'm Rob, and today we're going to be going over a couple new rumors that we are getting about release dates for Pokemon Legends ZA, which we already know about, but there's some new stuff potentially there, and not just that, but Pokemon Gen 10 champions, and so much more. This is kind of going to be leak season because over the next month or so, we are going to finally get to see kind of a little bit more about Pokemon's plans here in the future, as we are going to be getting a Pokemon Presents in July. So if you guys don't want to miss out on any of the news that's going to be coming out, any of the rumors, I don't know, we also are putting out Let's Plays and a whole lot of other things. Make sure that you subscribe here at House and let me know in the comments section below what you guys are thinking about these. Do you think they're real? Do you think they're fake? And also, a like helps out too. But let's get into this. This is a very new-ish rumor that I have seen popped up on a couple different places. And this is talking about a Nintendo Direct that we are supposed to be getting in 2 days from when I'm recording this. So, it's talking about, a new Mario game is going to be announced, a new 3D Mario game. Not something that I think is totally a surprise, other than the fact that I really thought that the Nintendo Switch 2 would already be launching with this. Apparently, they're not going to be doing that. Well, they didn't do it, I should say. I have one as well. And it's basically just Mario Kart right now and a couple other games that you can, upgrade for that, $10 or whatever it costs. We'll get new Donkey Kong gameplay, although I mean, that game's going to be coming out in less than a month as well, so I don't really know what else they're going to want to show us, but hey, that's great. You get Mario Kart DLC, Metroid, then you get down to the Pokemon Legends ZA trailer. Sorry, I got caught up on some of the other things with Nintendo Switch 2. Pokemon Legends ZA trailer is interesting. This is the most marketing that I've seen Pokemon do in a while, it feels like, where they're trying to release a bunch of new things that aren't necessarily just like little short trailers that they're doing themselves. They're attaching it to things. They're doing more of that. And I guess, they must have found that this would be better for them. But it says that it's going to reveal 3 new Mega Evolutions. And what's crazy about that is we still have not necessarily seen every Mega Evolution from the older games that are going to be in this game for sure. We just don't know how or where or when we're going to be able to get that. But we will get 3 new Mega Evolutions apparently in a couple days. I promise you I will be covering that should that happen. There's rumored to be anywhere between 18 and 26 new Mega Evolutions. We have covered that on this channel at different points, but I would be very much surprised if not only were there a Nintendo Direct that were to come out this week, although they love to just totally drop it on us like a day or two before. So maybe even like right after I record this, that would be pretty convenient. But the fact that they'd only reveal like 3 new Mega Evolutions would surprise me a little bit. I'd like maybe a little bit more of like the story, like a story trailer of some kind. I don't know, something else, or maybe even just a couple more Mega Evolutions. But I know they obviously don't want to spoil it. We still have like 4+ months, or about almost exactly 4 months until until Legends ZA will actually release here in October. So I don't know. I would love to hear what you guys think about this. I wonder which megas it would be. Like, I could totally see them doing Dragonite. That's one of the rumored ones. I could see them doing a Gen 6 Pokemon as well. And maybe just some random other one that a lot of people have really wanted. Based on the rumors that we've gotten in the megas that have at least been in one build of the game at some point or another, there are plenty for them to choose from. So this would be a pretty big deal. I don't expect it to happen. I think that a lot of this is just really good guesswork. I think literally all of these things, other than the Animal Crossing and a new 3D Mario game, make a ton of sense to me. I just don't know why they would do this right after the Nintendo Switch 2 launch. I figure it might be a little bit later on in the year, but I guess if they really want to hype up DK, if they really want to get people buying even more Nintendo Switch 2s, then that's why they would do this. But we're also going to head into this one. Oh, here, let me pull this back just a little bit. This was another rumor that I saw some people talking about. And this one has actual release dates for Pokemon games. Legends ZA, we already know October 16th. For exactly 4 months from when I'm recording this. And then you have Champions coming out on the 19th of March. Legends ZA DLC coming out a year from now. Pokemon Play, whatever that is, in September of that year, and then Pokemon Wind and Waves, November 19th, 2026. There will be a new ZA trailer next Thursday. Now, I will tell you, this is pretty close to that other rumor. This is a different person from what it looks like, well, theoretically. And, they're saying a new ZA trailer Thursday. I think that person is saying what they said, the 18th, so that would be a Wednesday. So there might be something about something coming out this week. We're going to know for sure here in the next 2 days, or even by tomorrow, by Tuesday. But this is interesting. And then you have the new ZA trailer on the 22nd of July. That's the Pokemon Presents, so no surprises there. A small trailer, August 17th. And then a September trailer, another September trailer, TBD, enjoy. I'm going to kind of break these down and tell you why I think this is slightly BS, but they are doing some good guesswork. If I had to guess on a lot of things, I think some of these would be close. ZA, we already know. Don't need to go into that. Champions. Now, this is the big one that people are talking about. I definitely think, apologies, I definitely think this is going to be on, Q1 next year. I would say absolute latest is going to be June of next year, but I could totally see them launching this game, right around Pokemon Day, which is, February 27th. And what's interesting is that, like, why would they wait these extra couple weeks to release Pokemon Champions when I think they're going to give us actually the release date and a lot of other things here in this July Pokemon Presents? I'm skeptical at best, but I could see it being March 19th. I just don't think it's very likely. The Legends ZA DLC, we know that was at least considered to be a thing. Pokemon Legends ZA was supposed to already be out. The Terra leaks apparently ruined that. We were supposed to be getting it a couple months ago, and then there was a planned DLC that was supposed to be coming out this year. Whether or not we'll get another DLC or whether they just scrapped it after all of that, I doubt that they would scrap it, but I don't know why they would also wait that long. I almost feel like, Champions comes out. We've seen rumors about it coming out in January. I could see that. And then the Legends DLC, they're just like, hey, here it is. We're going to, because they want to make, it's the 30th anniversary. They want to make this, upcoming Pokemon Day, 2026, a really big one. What would be bigger than you announce Gen 10 coming later this year? And by the way, we are shadow dropping a new DLC today that is, available for you. People would lose their minds. I would lose my mind. We've been waiting on a really big, spicy, I don't know, just something to really get our teeth into sort of Pokemon Day for a long time, or Pokemon Presents, and we just have not had those as much recently. That would definitely do it. Pokemon Play, I don't think anybody seems to know what that is. I've never heard of it. Maybe I'm just, out of the loop. I really only missed like a week of Pokemon rumors, at least that I haven't seen some people talking about stuff. I could see this being an app of some sort. It feels like they're trying to make those connections right now with the Switch 2 and everything coming out. So maybe they'll do that, but I really highly doubt it. And then the biggest reason why I think that this is fake is the Pokemon Wind and Waves. The date makes sense. That's the Thursday before Black Friday, right? Which I know it's like, well, Thursday, no, but we have Thanksgiving here, at least in the United States. And they always kind of base it around that. If you look back over these last few years, the ZA games, the Legends games, have been their own release schedule. The main games for the last few years, I believe it's Gens 8, 9, and I'm assuming 10, they are releasing around that time period for the most part. So I think that the date might be spot on. I just don't know that it's called Pokemon Wind and Waves. I think the guy is making a very well-educated guess here. I just don't think they're going to call it Wind and Waves. But, we're going to find out here soon. He claims 2 more trailers in August and 1 in September, for Legends ZA. I think that those are great guesses as well. But, if this guy is spot on, like, either he did his homework, and good for him, and he got some really good guesses in here because, this person's going to be able to claim this for a while, because I really do think that, especially the, Gen 10 stuff, I think is going to end up being right. But, The rest of this stuff, I think, is up to discussion at the least. But we're definitely going to know more here within at least the next 2 days. And we're going to 100% know more by the end of July. So let me know what you guys think about this. I just wanted to get some rumors, some news out there. We haven't done that much on the channel lately, and I wanted to get back to talking about it with you guys and hearing what you have to say. So yeah, that is going to wrap it up for us on this one here at Poke House, though. So from our house to yours, we'll catch you on the next one.